Pramo ato abusanfo mamu nyina aha UTV so ene omayimu ene amahodo so nsam ayensa kanea po aboa no eno na edu so ayede ebremo efri abeka junction ewo enkrakropon mu na this way chocolate drink osudo hia ene enso special ice enu nsu mu ode ene mu eye krojin ene afi special drinks enu nsu mu gwahodo do pe bia no wombe ma obi atosa enwumako ene aboafo enkae na akabom aso yasene ayede awie premtwe kasebo no ebremo sanso ena TV channel 360 kasebo no yetwa eguso na de bedi emu akotine bi enie. Colleges of Education Teachers Association of Ghana etuate a wonum ehye ase no wo de atodwa se wo fa mawie yo na emom no oguso a ewo sa eye etuate no emu. Sanso ane yekọ bunu mantem a GSS for wonum ene aban akrasefo ehia wo to adwen ede afa Poverty Index reports no ehun. Director General Emma Ghana AIDS Commission so akasa dia tudwa say afra say a prison for 334,000 enenya babasuriafo ya de HIV AIDS no ebie ewo omanji emo. Adults community no so enya ntie say wo mu hia na madodo no a ebetumi aboama abrabo eye contemporary so titru ene ayasabia ai wo mu hia bi na wo mu hia de adan no so do so mu ye pasere be ya wo betumi age ayafo dodo no a na wahwe wonom ewo akomoden ekwan eso abusanfo wei ene ensem bia ebi eka ho na editie na edihwe ene aso no sokroji a yede ebremu ewo UTV so ewo enkran abeka junction Midday ade afia edutwumwa mrosa me ena ewie premtwe kasebo no Midday ebremu afe emu ensam enie 2024 running mate Emma NDC amanyoko no eye Professor Nana Opoku Agyeman na wone ensamtrofo ma ewo omemu ehia ato adwen ade afa omu eyiedie ewo adwuma ne mu eho na no de to dwa se ensamtro adwuma ede yie pa na nsusu asa wo hwa wonne ewom no me ensamtrofo no ye hye damfa hye papa bia engwapono so emfa ma wo mutitru ene ema no enu nti ode atodwa se nyame ya adom na endi samnyoko no eba edwa so a wo si ensamtrofo titru ema no obadwuno mo ho papa ene insurance kra no obeye package ade ama wo mu ode no eto nche a wo so mo kwa ahomegye mu a eye retirement package nso obeye de ama mo se be ya ensamtro ni bia oye oba bia no adwuma wo ye no kwa ahomegye mu a obetumi enya eso emfa so.
Every so often when we have met groups, they've talked of their safety, their welfare, and so on, which is very important. When people have given of their best and they can no longer earn an income, what happens to them? Well, in these days of big question marks on our pension schemes and on our insurance policies, it becomes a big matter. Not only big, but also not only complicated, but also complex. Journalists, for example, insured enough. If it's enough, that's fine. How can we improve it? If it doesn't even exist, how can we create one together again? So, we need to consider maybe a special group function. I don't know, pension is up to you. Something that can help when the people in that profession are no longer able to fend for themselves. So before then, let me also close my topic a bit, center the thesis around the economy. And we'll see and we know the roles that women play in the economy. Somehow, when we think of the economy, or managing the economy, we don't think of the women, do we? Yeah. But, if you look at the majority of entrepreneurs and SMEs, you'll find that many of them have been founded and run by women, and successfully so. I'll not go into when they left our hands and what happened. We know that. We know, for example, that the huge percentage of our markets are run by women. And we also know that where you need to find us where the large profits occur, we are not there. If you need to look at where the small profits are and where the losses are, we are there in galore. We need to understand why. And we need to try and change the dynamics because it is in everybody's interest that we do so.
Eba bola any efi ho asema yenya nitie se Lagos State Waste Management Association a mo Nigeria memu no wo mo de atodwa se wo ne Jospon Group Association no ebe kan bom se de be ya ahonidie ebetumi akoso ewo eye Lagos wo mesan se wo mo se wo mo wese de ahonidie hu nsem ekoso wo Ghana ha se na eyade a eye wo mo fe yie pa no nti Wamu HSS wadu wantuma ebo Zoom Lion for ediano a enema nyina betumi akoye ede ama wonom ama Lagos kro nyina no emu atumi ate wan ye ko emu wade adesrede ato Ghana mabru nyane mi se wonom enyom fam de sere be ya ewiem sakraye a chese ababesin so manfo komu ede hu sunsanso abreye no obetumi aye ehu bibi na afi wade ideas anamponim de dodo no aba amiyetumi ede aso ehu sunsanso no ano
Accra Metropolitan Assembly AMA ene emebunu no enya kasa ho dwumadie ene amomo de ato omanim se omofo mo ho enyimu se de be ya de omo ye de aboa na ewiem wobren sakyraye a enye nsunsuanso bone ewo yenso no omo ebetimi aboa amano akoso wano ose omo forma ho odin nyina entai enkran mayor eye Elizabeth Tawiasaki echi se de be ya bibibia wo ye de aboa amaya setena mu nsem akoyie no etimi abemu dwumadi ekoso no kyese adesuafo dodo na ne kopi ase bi ebi free Ghana Telecom University College ebi free Central University of Professional Studies Ewonkran University of Ghana Institute of Management and Public Administration eye Gimpa afi bloggers ahodo eni mebunu dodo na ene kopi ase adwumadi etimi ewiemudie
28 no na ye de to ye ni mu se cities no ye be ma won sika bi a wo mu de ade aboa won youth no na nyamije adom me sum na meti panel no so nti wo mo kasa na me sum ni won kasa se sika we ehu be hia yen kro mo youth fo no pa efe o se ye pia youth no na ye peja won na wo mo so atume eye bibia ebeboa oman no dachi nti eno na ma frɛ won ede abase climate change ye kasa hu no na me chade me so ye mantem ahro no me so ye so ye fi inkrano ye ndin abemu nti I was say ye tumi ye nsaka won na ye tumi ton idea ananim dia ewo sa sikapudro na ye di maye no na youth no enso enkyere wo madwene efa climate change no ho eno titunti na me afrɛ won a me de ato won anim a ene wo monim niama ye gusu ye ene niama ye ba be ye na no tunti na ye di saske no so abeka ye ho e de abe support ye se ye mboa youth na no na wo mo nkyere wo madwene na ye nso ye nhye ye mboa wo sa kwan no so especially one wo AMA ankasa no ye mamprobi abrekuma south ina asiedu keteke ye friend ododo ina okanko south eno na form AMA nti ene apart from that place no e bibiara e ka ho no enfi ye ho nti me peso biati asiesa enche ye be the demarcations no basis ye borders no amobi ehu
Yanya ntiesa GSS for wonom ne abakra for mo obunu mantem ahia poverty index report no na wonom etoato adwen e de afa ho
Jumedie MMDCs ene district directors dodo na ne kopi ase we ni nyina no efa enkontabu a aba abonten afa ohia ekoso ewo mensini ahodo mu ne kwan a ombetimi afaso aso ano na bonumante mu panyi Ghana Statistical Service wadano Dr. Yakubu Kanyiri editu dwase said ye bonumante mu omomode mo enso ani a ohia edokro wo mo no ehu behia sempanyufo a ededa mensini ahodo ni nyina no ebeka omoho abom eden hyehyeye mapebu egu akwan mu aboa se de beya ohia no ombetimi etu ase anase anompo ebetimi abrase.
The report is saying that the Bono region has a 2021 population housing census with a population of 1,206,000 plus. Out of that population, 1,700,000 plus reported that they were poor. For instance, health, education, living condition, unemployment. These were questions that were posed to households and answers were provided. And so out of that, 1.7 million said they were poor, representing 17.1% of those who said they were poor in Bono region. And out of this 17.1%, we went further to ask of the intensity of their poverty. And that level, we had 42.1% who said their level of poverty was so severe, which is what we call the intensity. But those who reported they were poor, we call it the incident, were only 17.1%. So, and in the country, I think we rank almost at the bottom of those who said they were poor intensity.
Enuachi ena mensini krachi owo Doma East. Onmunyamfo Emmanuel Kofi Agyeman edeto Ghana adehye nyina enim se enhyehyeye ne emmra hodo aban ede ekyekere mensini ahodo no omunhwe na omunni so no muma ne nya adwuma se de beya ebetimi etu ohia ase.
Mehwe Doma East ye de no beye no besane so kura ye ne nkuro kan ho besane so kura ye ne se uko household bi a ye de kura be kana busia uko household bi na se be ma ni yetire ne household aba ni yetire no ni nyina bebu ho nkonta de kire ye ne me ka kire bi se free 20 bs 18 abc 2021 cash tutimi nko a ye chema akuafo na ye million ba ko ne nachi we afi we nko akura kube tutimi nko a ya che 68,000 with sa adisua bi say ene sa data bi say no betima boa ya amampo say wo bibisa ni ye chede ama amamfo a ebia betima yi kakra se kakra we de ye de o maba ahia bebruburu ne be ho kyerebe.
Global Fund for ebeche o Ghana enuro ene na edoso pa container bebre na sa enuro no aka porto ache yie pa ache se bi krampo ese na no na samtro 40 no msi oh ho se dia banwo ye aduebu enuro obi abeche o mayi kwa na sabi aka porto gisi ye kwakotua hu duty ansana yetumi awulisi sa enuro no ene samtrofo ye hu dede no enuro no containers dodo no ano eyade a wom ayi na so mu dodo no ano ene da so ewo porto na no ena edom kuma ewo mrase dwafie wonom ede atodwa se womo ma aban ena afen so asoye hwe apomodne so na wotwemienu so mo antumi amfa ankle enuro na aka no ewo port wonom no dia ene kwan bia so wo beti wo ho agumonten so ayo ye kire mu odene ede etia apomodin asoye no
Emretie bi muni e babontin be ma government aban ultimatum say Ndura Global Fund for Edebre yen a ye di agya managu port a nsuo bo no awie so ebo no a ebi say no nanka within 24 hours yen kele free ho ye di betu dwa pa within 24 hours na minister no e babontin be pa chew say yen ma no 2 weeks na obekle ni nyina free ho nanka nyansa bie nim se aban ebeji na wotwe mienu ansa na nuru a abegu ho afi ba ko na atumi akle but they say no problem otorfo o say so no be fudua o de manini kan ana ona otwetwe homa ma ne homa bebree enye de a otwetwe a ebesi ofi say na wotwe mienu no emma na wotwe mienu no ebesi na wotwe ko wura mu de e kan say sanya omo ye de bia omo kwa na mako iko jina ba ko mienu miensa no mo jankaya no ho ɔno ankasa ne na wɔtwe mmienu na wɔno ama yɛn no yɛhwɛ anim sɛ yɛbɛyi containers ne nyinaa nnuro mu no afiri port hɔ na Ghanafoɔ anya so mfasoɔ sɛ ankɔba ne saa deɛ a ɛneɛ na yɛni bibi a ɛbɛyɛ kye sɛ yɛkɔ demonstration yɛhu sɛ aban na so nte asɛm ɔmfa Ghanafoɔ ho nneɛma ehia no nipa ewu ɛno nti sɛ aban no antu anammɔn ankala containers ne nyina da ɛnyɛ sɛ ɔka sɛ ɛkɔyi baako ɛkɔyi mmienu dabi nyɛ ne yɛhwɛ tie about 180 containers na aka port no ɔno ankasa de 2 weeks no yɛhwɛ anim sɛ yɛbɛclear saa containers nyina afiri port hɔ na Ghanafoɔ anya nnuro nso mfasoɔ.
Ensawam aduagiri mrashibedwani a woni onunyanfo Frank Ano Dompre akasa ede atudwa se enro abra na mrashibedwafo ehwe ondwumade ase no wosi na edomkuma e wo mrashibedwafie no omuni ho ena wo de no to nchen kra National Road Authority Bill 2023 no edru consideration state e wosanka obia wo ho na esu nyina no na mrashibedwafo eye edomkuma no na omu eni ho ena abra omu nyina bo omu ju prekope eba mrashibedwafie ho nso no ase anamontuo ne suban bi omu yi na di wo hodom na sabi fata kra.
Speaker, I saw my colleague panting, and while he was walking in, I saw him panting. Probably he was not informed. The decision from your side is that we are boycotting. And clearly, there is a certain confusion on your side, which I think you should find a way to deal with. The greatest of respect to my colleague, they should find a way to deal with this confusion. Because earlier on, Honorable Ahiafo was here. And he participated, you can testify to it, he participated in the meeting we had at leadership. And then he walked in, Honorable Haruna Ibusu was here, there were other colleagues, then they signaled among themselves. Then they all walked up. You suddenly came in panting. And Speaker, I think you should rule him out. He should join forces with his colleagues to continuously to stay away from the chamber. And the Ghanaian people will know their true colors. To come in suddenly panting, to come and raise things, you do not even come properly under the orders you were coming under.
From Rollis to Kufuor to Mills to Mama to Akufo-Addo. Mills enetiminya 1 million tons of cocoa. Onu no timinya the highest GDP growth rate of 14.40 because the political opponents na unimadia okoto se no nyina jambafo no nyina odi omu nyina beka na mambo no oko IMF a oni jambafo ni akoto se no ena na echo. This is how Mills governed. Even though in 2009 Ghana went to IMF, how many people knew? What jai or mine economy no ena wo ye political persecution. Yetiana Jememanu efa $2.8 million. Ekoma amatu. Ewa Dubai. Odami ahunshi boni biye wum. Yetia ena omufa $2 million. Etiko scar train. Amewu ahun boni biye wum. Yetia no mufa $2 million. Eko UNESCO. Odami ahun boni biye wum. Yetia no si or atu force in arezi letter of credit to the tune of 2.3 million euros. And the Japan wano no munchi atu force in entum just for 1 month. No munkoya by election was central region because fancies are cheap. Na uhu sa no ma we nyina na obetra o se enye hwea aboan ofri so awanso na oba oso enti se obisa me se ende na akwese ye mpese business bekoso ye minority for na ye adwuma no e ma na Akufo-Addo ene Ghana for but na Akufo-Addo hu because na Akufo-Addo MPP for nkwa for 138 MPs ohia 91 92 just to do business onya no more 92 no way. So how can you accuse minority say minority for na MPC adwuma no ekoso? You can say on kind pay what them no. If you do 92 a yento aso. You do 92 a send the constitution no kano. Yen fa mranya adwuma. You pass LGBTQ bill. Enye MPP for ya ne fa ade no eko Supreme Court. Say ne pa na e pass bill no mundu 92. Mu quote article 102 of the 1922 constitution. And no judgment in Mayo. Into going forward, ye bibia was all kind of panel. Because back on Obian Rezi, Parliament koro masem na obi santi yefensi ho
I was on for young Kwamano so na yeni same Johnny Jacob Kubi and to akase bono eso na arehosam abeto ya pronso and say akwanhye bi asi oka so Crispo City Junction honom emekwa wi ase nipa ba ko afamu ahwe ne nkwa ama mienu nso de yesi baabi omoda no ano ede ye pa na ocha tipa truck na enya sa akwanhye na ne registration number no eye GN 7842-21 na driver ni ano otwi sa tipa truck no na sesi ameka say won kan asifo hu biemu no Jacob ewa ahoma so Jacob so timi ka ma hen
Evia mi so
akase ebo so
Evia
Jacob manenko
yo se obepie mu ewo eye Kaswa Crispo City I no ewutu senya Easter ene areho sempa na 80 abra ya bobe se 11 ekobo 12 ya eye tipa track wako opa eye dotie wako hwe dotie no egu wa Kaswa mpetemu wa san di neni akre eye winiba okwa akofa eye dotie no foforo adehia ewo ho ni kire mu se na odie mikapa enye asenkuma na aka kakre bi obedu eye Crispo City overhead na ewo ho no ena mu hu se bucket na ya omudi eye dotie no egumu no epeja ti se de OTP eye anwande egufom no prekope ena eye bucket no ko lock eye overhead no lock ni sa no ena car no egu nimu mienu no eye bucket no eno unlock eye overhead no ena car ni si no etre pom enti driver na o chi car no o pie car no mo be fi pom abra bucket no eland wo pom no ebe fan so etwe na tututututu edu kwachire abra wono mo mantemu ho ye nse omo ko no makọ boa no mayi eye papa yi no omo du ho no na wahwe ne nkwa ni mate for mienu so eka ho amini ka se omo prepare mu ye dempa omo wo eye St Gregory Hospital hatia omo di ayarehwe nemom eye dia onu echika na ofi ka ne mo ebehwe ho no ono wo eye Mother and Child Hospital eno so ewo Crispo City ho mo omo hwe na omo atene busa for na bebi omo de ne bekwa kwhye no na omo de na akwhye but see eye amini ka say the traffic pa esi ewo eye Accra Uniba Highway so no enya asenkuma sa ufi Kaswa na ba na udu oprekuma junction aje ufa oprekuma na kopie mu ewe ya budumbrem ene de obenya wuti tototo edi but sa oye waje se bia udi traffic ni so de amesre o ka no omunya eyiye afensa a police for ebobo mu wanu a omo twen toyin ka obeba be fa eye ka no ede fi kwan no mu se ne be ya akwentipo hu be han omo but see e de traffic no etim nkwafu mienu eprapra mu ye de omo eye St Gregory Hospital asi ena we film so Mother and Child
wotie sade wo si free front wo be hwe form na just na on seat belt wo hu hello Jacob wo hwe sade wo si free car no otemenka meto nka pa wo otemenka
fe meto nka
na mi busa sa wo hwe sade wo si free front wo no be hwe form na just na on seat belt
sana ama one more mantemu ha ka omo de omo ya omo self drivers omo see say omo ya driver phone kire mu say omo susu say eye mate for mienu na etekam no na omo bosit bet no ono esan say one bosit bet no inti na opie fi car ni mo obehwe fo ma menu ka say wa hwe ne nkwa na woni arawu sama ewo mu ni say one omo ha kire mu say abra kwanhia ni si ye no omo say abranche bi shatare white odina omo che no omo fi say bia oka omo ho ewo car nim nti abra mo yi nipa na wa hwe ne nkwa na eto ho no na otutu ni bottom ni sika ewo ni bottom nyina weyiyi edekọ na mo fi say oka omo ho abra mo peja nipa ne de to eye pick up ni mo de ko no mo say o wa fa okada away okokora nti sika omo nya ni nyina me no ka say obi so aba be yaska ne dekọ
Jacob mo ane wa mane bo asam na esire nso areko nso ama masire obi a ono no da ho asabi wo no obi so anya daji tutu ni botom yi ne hu ne makọ awusanfo yensem Johnny Jacob Kubi amane bo enode akoguo ne yeto akasebo no so ne akonsem foforo emu said be ya Nigeria man no titu Lagos state one ne ho ahunidie ne ɛhɔ betumi akɔyie na bola ne nyina no afiri hɔ ntino yɛnya ne ntie sɛ Lagos State Waste Management Association mo ɛwɔ Nigeria memu no wo mo any Jospon Group Association of Waste Managers no akwontoma abano a wonom ɛbɛhwɛ ama Lagos kro no emu atumi atie na bola ne nyina so afiri hɔ no.
With a facility like this, you can be rest assured that you reduce the effect of the climate change, improve effective and efficient waste management, because of course, waste is not a waste unless we waste it. And what is happening here is not wasting the waste, extracting the valuables from the waste and then treating it. So it's impressive. We are doing something in Lagos. But of course, Lagos is always ready for improvements. Lagos is ready because of course, for me, there's always a room for cross-border collaboration and all that. So of course, Lagos is ready.
The delegation is to basically familiarize themselves with our operations as a waste management company. They have been in Nigeria, where we are looking at replicating similar projects across Africa. And this is one of such visits by these key stakeholders to understand the kind of technology we are using, and then look for fruitful conversations that we can escalate into bringing similar facilities in Lagos and beyond. The feedback has been good so far. They are very impressed with the amount of work that have gone on. And the environment, although we are managing waste, it looks like it's very clean. And you all can attest to the environmental consciousness of this facility. We look forward to replicating similar, if not better, in Lagos and beyond. There are various collaborations that we are looking at in the sub-region. We believe that Africans are able to handle their own affairs when it comes to waste management, and Jospon is excited at such collaborations. We hope to expand into these areas as much as we can.
Local government service wonom ene assembly for na afenso abankrach for wom womantem ahodo mu no ahia wonom abu nkompo ahwe wom adwumaden a wonom eyeye na no enopanya oda local government service no ano eye onunyanfo engineer na ato asa ekasa ye echredie nti a wom eye sa adwumaden no.
The office of the local government service ya shebo de mayeye ohebiara ye bepe de media Omano Bohu Mayere. And so we see na Yeshia. Nina ni say in there. Mutum Yabe Juma Medabua or Man Ghana. Was under baby age maybe a local government, Mancha impa wo baby Etseno Ubo with there. So foam no. Oh yeah, so no so be ye say the Cambro Fuma. Yokadenka say substructure no. What's our power superstructure no so obey ye on no ho na ye can perform again motor dey be onye moba ha mfie son na nechi aban edwumayefo ya afa no ha otwem mpim danan 14,000 no be kanda damba aboto enwa sesia local government service entire Ghana or 16 RCCs in a 261 MMDAC no mejmayafo utwem 40,000 American so nkyere de ma yehian bia yenya eba no krofo bia for fiscal planning enka no na one of from town country planning for na meka de plan officers na meka de yotosi no ho ono ho na ye good de ye stre aban our request is before the Ministry of Finance there nka yebenya financial clearance wa film na yetumi na nkrofo bi fiscal plan officers afeso aban wa transfer bets and debts was aban ha nsika ebotum na ya fa nkrofo a obeye dwuma wo bets and debts registries a owo Ghana ono aza odan na yim again yo he yanye nkrofo zinkita ho akwan be fa do a office the entire local government service no obako name is asinti Ghana here apart from the Ministry of Local Government Decentralization and Rural Development Kitauzi, apart from Ministry of Works and Housing, Ministry of Roads, Gender and other ministries during Kitauza yewono yesansi and Ministry of Local Government Studies ahon in Kitauza you one there and staff one training wotum na waboa locally yenye Germany nkrofo bi a from engagement global wenya sika efi BMZ German Ministry of Economic Cooperation ho ma won so oboain akwan bido your friend voluntary local review of the SDGs amnazina na SDG 2030 yeyim crossing EU agenda 2063 honestly yaza adwuma ye na it must be aligned to SDGs 2030 and EU agenda 2063 in Zamba in the year bondewu
Enkramantemu swafo a wone Titus Glover wone tema prosi panyi ehia woto atwadwen ede afa tema kro no wo ebambo ho titru ene akrono sam ena afenso langard sama ekoso wo ho no ehu
Mibaha na mebebo police for na baso modiomobo the sacrifices that they are doing to keep the peace in the region together and nyame bia ekoso wo region no mu a I was saying nyina de yeti bom ne yehwe kwan be fa so a ye be so ano ebi akoye ahimfunsam nipa ba ko mienu obi ase ohene ade na yesa no stretchy police for no ebi mso ye langard nsem am robbery nsem a even though police for no aye djuma in Accra region and Tema region abrase de but me bo amabaso say ye nyina beboa ye kan we wie so a na ye hwe niam bi ti say the relationship between police and civilians so omo ye dia omo koso no monje so omo nje so a media suggestion ya ba say omo mo in their respective stations any districts no omo hu ayinfo wo ho assembly members wo ho unit committee for including members of parliament na nyina na ye some education kwan e be fa so a police for any teamfo be ka bom ama ya masundwe ni nkoso ni nkabom akọ and ye kan we nyina mo eboa bebre ama ye ma omanum emodwo edi mayen na meka we ni so omo de omade serede ebetu manim omade serede obetu wani se omo vehicles bebre ya sese motorbikes ani amo bebre so asese amutu manim se membo omo na omo sanke bi no mo fandi adwuma no ewu koi baby ti se doyimu police station titi police station asai na wohwe quarries wo honom nyina no a quarries a omo di dwuma wo ho me de madisrede bakoto me me from nyina is I'm told is about 20 different quarry companies me from na omo mboa yenya police station wo ho a omo so omo use the service of the police na yaboa na obi ehun atoy okwa dan police stations here abansoro bia na esi but because you to see we nso no to a nso no egu edanum so ema block concrete na nyina ss hodi miamia bebre nti omo da betu manim sesi a come to 200 so omo wo sick baby wa ha na sick bay no there is a physician assistant officers and their dependents. Unfortunately their lab is not complete and some of them betu manim and also have a problem. But say regional police command no baby no more port ho no gapo for dia but mo wasase kese power conserve ye for Akotex Park regional commander dia to manim say member modern na menhwe kwa ye be faso a ye be boa ne yesi proper regional police command e wotema company bi aba on person mo boa regional coordinating council policing eye adwuma ewo emiamia bebre even in the dark but nansay light no bebre boss bebre wuwu na ade ombe hu yen say they can give us some street lights with cameras and Wi-Fi free of charge na ya ma space to advertise na ade nyina ade ayasum and the ubatemaha the main hospital road you be a pilot project the motorway you be a pilot project the solar lights you be using solar lights we share from a shaman roundabout all the way to the motorway to the port area we share Gassam Junction to Tema Newtown Stadium Road AME Zion all the way through Stadium to Olam Secondary School na ya share other parts of Community 200 on the pilot. If you share any shirene kubibia, then we can replicate it all over the place.
Director General Emma Ghana AIDS Commission Dr. Cheme Etuahine wakasa de atudwa say afra say 2023 enipa maku 33,405 enenya babasurenfo ya de HIV AIDS no ebie wasi emu 12,480 ena efemu ehwe wonom enkwa na no de atu Ghana fo nyina nim say hu behia pa so bekwa ya sabia na wakọ test hwese wo bi anase wo nibi na se wo bi a wonom de wo betu eduro so esanse enne so AIDS Libya it is said they wonya malaria pepepe
2023 no nipa na ewo HIV 334,000 ena wona bi ye won wasafi numu so almost 17,800 ena won so a ace eyi won free wiase anaso wu ye enam ace nti and so more than 12,000 enti we nu mehu se dakru bia wo Ghana ha no nipa more than 50 enya HIV ewo man no 0 to 14 years omusu nya yare no pa adentia ensesenke basa efise wo aduro ho a wonumu a wo ma menum numu a ebetumi abo wo mofra no ho ban na won so sempo wo yafunumu a ana wo na wonya bie ena eduru a won so a esese omukọ hospital no omukọje yeji wona wo na yebo abofra no ho ban se ne be ya won so onya bi na ne yate wo ha nyina ne se ye wo bibia ye betumi adi yare yi so nanso so aka de baako pe ani sika enti so obotom ya yibiboa enti ye de short code a *9898 hash aba o dial MTN on MTN network and say telecell *9898 hash na udi nia hihye no kire no a udi so a promptings no udi so a obetumi adonate to the Ghana AIDS Commission na di adwuma no enti se obe test no wo hu na se woni bia wakoso aye normal emma wunya bi wo bi nsuso a na wako je anu aduru aye antiretroviral medicines se HIV ne te se malaria yes test and treat nti test na wo bi ahwa na ya mo aduru
for year to akase bono so efri nano efiada no na Colleges of Education Teachers Association of Ghana wonom ete atuande won tools nyinagu wo se nyade a wonom ebekọ adwuma if na manugu so ameka se atuase no edaso wo mu a na no na se dia asa ni bre yaba esanse National Labour Commission for de ato Colleges of Education Teachers Association of Ghana panfo nim se wo mu twa atuate no so strike no so na akomu nyina mra na mo ntena table ho anampo mu nsin konwa na mo to adwenfa ade potinti enam so ama mo edo ntu so egu a wo mo eten atua no ho na so no yes association chese twa kan hin hanya de a wonom ebeba enam so ama sese de atuate ni egu so a na no na sitak for members no de atu edwase enema hudo a etata wonom enam so ama de wontu so egu ho no a wate atua na yade a edoso no mo ne mpanyifo asim konwa na so ebesi ne emuaye papa bia enhyeda emaye no mo chese kasa pa ban etiase ye atuate no nti sabire odi wontu so egu ho no a wo mo atiatua no mo giri ye pa se aban abadwuro mo ho na afi wo ne wo mo asim konya ye ebrepam na watumi asomo ha na no de ama wo mo ekire se eye arbitral award no ompese aban ehya ase de ye adwuma na afi so service condition atso mo ye adwuma won be so won to won ye pa se be ya won betumi anya adwumu fa de ye adwuma na so ni nyina achi na aban abunani aguso a ni nyina mu no se sa arbitral award any service condition no sa aban implement na mpo sha se de ye adwuma ene bobo kwan ato honom pa ama additional month salary bia was a no aban tua edema sita members no 2022 adwuma wo mo ye no ho no aban atumi de ni nyina ede ama wo mo na se de mo chese atuase no wo mu ntwa so wo mu eguso a ejina mu dendenden ye to akase bono eso Yenya Nintiese Securities and Exchange Commission for Wonom the crowdfunding guidelines be about why mamra wonom apa hontuma anampo bi ano but I that's our crowdfunding ni nyina so any say wonom ebeboa ankwankre one ya otumi ye nyuma nkumankuma ne adantemo no e sika afom se de be ya wo betumi enya bosia kakra bi e de aye adwuma ma adwuma moye no emfa so etumi abaso.
Now, capital is key, for financing any business and, of course, the economy. If we take the Ghanaian economy, we can talk about the formal sector, and then we can talk of the informal sector. The informal sector is bigger than the formal sector. Now, typically, you hear the informal sector complaining that it's not easy accessing financing. So the fact that we have now created and launched the crowdfunding guidelines means that we are creating that access, especially for the informal sector. We talk about the micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises, the MSMEs. The crowdfunding guidelines will effectively create that access to capital to help them pursue their dreams, help them build their businesses, and help them also contribute to creation of employment and to the GDP. So I think that the launch of the crowdfunding guidelines is significant. Now that the regulations are in place, the guidelines are in place, we expect that we'll see more activity, and those who have been waiting, and my understanding is that there are people, even the diaspora, who are willing to invest in very good ventures, but they are looking for the avenue, the platform. So now that we have the guidelines in place, that confidence has been created because they know that anybody coming through would have gone through a certain regulatory review. Okay, so that confidence will be there, and I think that we should see more, cash flowing to the MSMEs, and hopefully that will lead to boosting economic activity.
Today marks an important step towards bridging the financing gap of MSMEs in Ghana, and we are very glad to have taken part of it. We expect this to be a change maker in the ecosystem, so new forms of financing can be available for those most in need. As we know, MSMEs in Ghana face challenges when it comes to access capital, and we count on this important regulatory document to incentivize players to crowd in the space.
Adosu Community Health Center eno ewo Ekuapim North Kropomu ewo Poemantam Eastern Region na saa eye ayasabe esum enkroto makomako aduonum 50 communities na so anya ntiasa akade a wo mode ye adwuma no kwa ne esu a ensu ba bia ena ba bia wo betena sonso ne ho aye denche se hospital nakasa na ho kire so ehoso a na ne no masra banse wonhwe ne wo miemu na afen so akade a wo mu hia no wondum wo mu bi se de be ya wo betumi ade apomoden pa eduro manfo nyina aboboa no.
So this is Adosu Health Center. We have a peculiar problem, that's the toilet facility for our clients. So I'm making this appeal to Chairman General. Chairman General, I know you can support us. So we are begging you, on your birthday, just choose this one as a project to make sure that our pregnant mothers, the old ladies and the children who comes to Adosu Health Center to seek for service will be comfortable, at least will have quality health care with quality toilet facilities. Apart from Chairman General, anybody who wants to help us is also welcome to help us. Anybody who have health at heart should also look here and come and support us. sani amidi kankan adoso ha yewo hospital mefa ne say cheap compound ewa ha ye hwe mpata mu nyina em say ye serve almost 50 something local a year ewa ha na ahan hwi ni ha even young gate ye di tun wa ha kra ye security nye wa ha inside one bed kra kitikiti bi woni bi be 3-4 bi aha toilet woni bi ye wo doctor ba ko pe wa ha and nurses I'm say 29 what's up ye bi say what's a month bia no wo hwe nipa be 1,000 plus na say du gwada na wo hwe se ne wo de ayarefo ba na kwan ni nye eni nti obu a esa kwan ni nye nti gwada no na wo de ayarefo na to so saa wo hia se wo de ne beba nti no wo de na ba wo bedua no wawu yesramu adoso ye mobo yesramu ye ni hwi ye ne manyina ase na so ha ne sika kuro no mu aha na kuapem mu je sika no this is assembly for mene mu na anya me ka kire ma na me ka kire na adonso na me ka kire ba homia se wamra na o meboa adoso enne mi gina ho se Nehemia osui na obehwe ni kuro na Awurade dan na ni behwe ni kuro enti se me kasa na ado mo na amani o chief executive MCU dan wani behwe adoso na ye bre wa adoso mo hwe hospital for toilet ayare fokoso eye tonko eye shitim sani amuni mu no
abuzanfo agudie mu nsam na edru so ye twen ho abasesia